How to change a CV on a Px3 Ranger. Let's go. Disclaimer, this is my first time. Brand new CV. Yeah, the old one wasn't in good shape. Don't ask how it happened. Went to pull the CV out and the axle decided to come with it. Not my luck, the strut is in the road, so have to unbolt it from the bottom hanger and loosen the top bolts off to get enough room to get the axle and the CV out. After some persuasion with a hammer, the CV came free from the axle, then had to clean up the splines and everything and prep the new CV to go in. You're going to need a 36mm socket and a big rattle gun if you got one handy, because it is tight. After you get the shaft nut off, you just want to give the shaft a tap to free it up from the hub. Got the CV joint out and didn't want to reuse it because it had chunks of metal in it from the spline when it was rotating on the shaft without the spline actually being in there, so that's why it's all burred up and everything like that. So you could fix it, but I just thought it'd be better off just to buy a whole new CV and chuck it in. A little bit of a stuff around to get the new CV in. Have to line up the splines and then push it to get that circlip to match up with the inner groove. Since I got the new CV in, I can install the strut back into its hanger. And then I had to take the sway bar link out because I couldn't get enough droop to put the CV joint in. But once I had that clearance, the CV went in pretty easy. Just had to align the splines up and then push the hub in, start the nut, and then do the nut up and then notch it out in that keyway so it can't come undone. Which I've done there, just use a cold chisel and a hammer. Now I've got to put the UCA back on, the brake lines, the sway bar and the ABS lines. Once she's all together, just triple checking everything, making sure the CV's still in, everything's tight and everything's rotating smoothly. Got the rim located on the hub and started the wheel nuts up by hand and then nipped them up with the rattle gun and the star pattern, and then obviously finished it off with a torque wrench at 120 newtons. With that all done, the CV's in. Only way to learn is to actually do it, in my opinion.